My name is Jette Campbell. I'm a partner with Karl Marx Advisors. I'm primarily an operating partner in the restructuring part of the practice, but I also participate in transactions in the investment banking side of the business. I am a CPA, and I have found that background brings some kind of a different perspective to the restructuring business. There are three things that I'd really like to talk about today. First is taxes. When you have a restructuring, whether it's in court or out of court, oftentimes you have excessive debt that's being forgiven. And that debt forgiveness, from a tax point of view, can become taxable income. It's actually called cancellation of debt income, or COD income. Many people believe that you can get completely out of cancellation of debt income by filing bankruptcy, but that's not always the case. You can actually have cancellation of debt income, and you can manage cancellation of debt income without filing bankruptcy by claiming insolvency. And in that case, you go through an exercise of looking at the cancellation of debt income, and you compare it to the fair market value of the assets and the debt that's remaining. And to the extent your cancellation of debt income is greater than the spread between asset value and liabilities, that can be avoided. However, the trap is that avoided income does reduce tax attributes and the basis in assets. And so you have to understand that, and you have to make sure you take that into consideration in looking at any kind of cash flow projections. Most important, though, if you're dealing with taxes, is to make sure that you've got the right advice and a good CPA firm that has dealt with this before. The second thing I would like to talk about is understanding the use of bankruptcy as a tool. When we come into a troubled company and we're considering restructuring, many times management, shareholders, everybody is afraid of the word bankruptcy. But I have found that having a good bankruptcy counsel involved alongside a restructuring advisor is a very important tool. First, it's important for directors and management to understand their responsibilities when a company is in the, quote, zone of insolvency. And a counsel can clearly let you know your responsibilities in that circumstance. The second thing is the fact that you hire a bankruptcy attorney often sends a signal to people that you're going to need concessions from, that maybe you might just file. And you will find that oftentimes the leverage that you gain by having counsel allows you to accomplish what you want to accomplish in the first place. When you decide you do need to file for bankruptcy, it's important to understand that it is a tool, and it can be a better outcome. It can be a better outcome for all parties involved. The third thing I'd like to talk about is the importance of making the right decisions about management quickly. The important thing in dealing with a company that's having stress and financial difficulties is to really take the time to listen to management. And I'm not talking about the top one or two people. I'm talking about management 1, 2, and 3 levels down in the organization. The solutions and the problems and the reasons for their existence are often well known within the company. The other part of management that's important is to make sure that if there are problems with management, you need to make those decisions quickly, because you need people that will work with you, and you need people that the management team will get behind and support. This is not an accounting exercise. You don't want a team of junior accountants and modeling experts. What you want is people who can walk through the plant and understand what the problem is without spending 2 or 3 months trying to analyze everything. And I find that Karl Marx is very unique in that respect. It is a partnership that is assembled from people who have real-world experience. And the fact that we have an investment banking capability makes a huge difference in driving for value as high as that you can possibly get it in the circumstance that you're in.